What's up, world? This is Queen K, and I'm sitting here next to V.O.N. Hey, V.O.N, how you doing?
I'm great.
When did you first fall in love with hip hop?
Uh, Biggie Smalls, Juicy. I heard that song and it was like classic. It was all like
Yeah.
everything about that song just made me want to do music. I'm like, I could do that. So I started like playing with music early, but then it was like when I was 6 or 7, I started taking it serious, writing raps, and it was like it wasn't nothing serious. Like it was just shoes, stuff like that, because I hadn't been through nothing.
Right.
And as I grew up, I started getting more and more into it, and now here I am.
So tell me about Hood Dollar Music Group.
HDMG.
HDMG.
HDMG is my label. I started it sophomore year.
Okay.
It started off with my first artist. His name at the time was Killer Kenny. It's Kenny Pax now. Featured on the Marley. Then from there, it went to guy you see right here, Cavo, Young Prince. I call him Cavo the Spitter. From there, it just built. I recruited my guy Cannon, my guy Swag, also all featured on the Marley era. And then, I mean, we just strive to be the best. Every verse got to go hard. It's like we competing with each other. But
So with this, it's not only are you like you're a rapper, but you also have your own music group.
my own music group. It seemed like people were going to give me one myself, so I had to make one and fill it with the illest fillers I could find. That just rhymed too. That was good.
What is the biggest challenge as an artist when trying to get on?
Getting heard. If it's not what's hot, they not trying to hear you. But I hope you got to hear this because the Marley era is gonna be a classic.
Tell me about the Marley era.
The Marley era. When I first came up with the title, the Marley era, it's because I had bought a Bob Marley shirt. As a matter of fact, and then I was listening to Jamming. It was one of my favorite Bob Marley songs, so I was just like, the Marley era sounded like a good name. A lot of people assumed it was about weed. It was actually like, okay, my philosophy with the Marley era is, what the Marley era is, Bob Marley felt that no matter what the issues was in the world, music could fix it. Whether it was violence, the music could fix that. Racism, music could fix that. And pretty much it's just me taking them back to an era of good music and peace.
What are some of the things that inspire you to make the music that you make?
What I see. I mean, everybody done lost somebody close to them, especially living in Chicago. I rap for the dude who was the victim and the dude that was the shooter. They both understand my story through one verse. I've been through trials and tribulations, so many trials and tribulations in my life, but the fact that I'm still here, the fact that I'm about to graduate high school,
Right.
the fact that I can make music that's getting heard, that people like to hear, I gotta keep going.
So tell me about your first performance, cause it's a little misunderstanding about that.
Yes, very big misunderstanding. My manager, Stu, I love him to death. That's my big brother. For
Shout
some
out to
reason,
Stu.
he got the idea that I got booed off stage. I'm gonna tell you the 100% truth about that.
Okay.
My first performance was freshman year.
Okay.
It was some show they had at Brooks, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, something.
Kwanzaa,
That time. So I had to make a rap about Christmas. Me being a little skinny freshman that I am, there were boos. All right, I'm not gonna say it was no boos by them, but it was also and a lot more claps because the ones who was booing me really weren't trying to hear me. They just saw the little skinny kid with the do-rag. I was a do-rag fanatic. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I was a do-rag
We all
fanatic.
went through that phase.
Everybody had the do-rag, but I had mine in the pocket. It could hang on the head. I was killing it with the do-rag. But yeah, pretty much they just laughed, but it was a lot more claps.
So tell me about your most recent performance, cause it's some controversy.
I'm a controversial man. Like, okay, my school, Brooks, they recently had a building expansion. They got the gym on one side, and they got the auditorium on the other. The auditorium isn't really built for rappers because there's no way to hear the music in the audience from the stage. You see where that could be a problem at where you're trying to stay on beat. love my Brooks administration, but the sound engineer really don't he not where he could be and should be.
Right.
So my mics got messed up. I had to basically run it through the crowd, finding places where I could hear it, but I'm still just kept it going. And I mean, I said at the end, thank y'all. It was technical difficulties, but I love y'all to death.
What is the Stop Sleeping movement?
Okay. Reason, I love this. Stop Sleeping is a group I came up with.
Okay.
A movement I came up with, actually. And it consists of artists that I feel like y'all should just stop sleeping on.
Name some.
Alright. First off, DJ Hustlenomics.
Oh, that name sounds familiar.
This here bangs broski. Yes, sir. What's good? Shout out DJ Hustlenomics. Shout out every rapper in HDMG you should still stop sleeping on. Cavo the Spitter, Kenny Pax, Cannon, Swag. It's this female rapper named Tink.
Tink, I love Tink.
Winter's Diaries.
Yes.
I ain't gonna touch you.
That mixtape. That mixtape.
Yes, shout out to Tink. I feel like you should just not sleep on her. She's actually on the Marley.
Marley, yeah.
Yes, May 1st.
May 1st.
LB. Definitely.
THE.
Yes. He's on the Marley too. Actually, me, him, and Tink are all on the same song. Yes. To make sure.
I'm scared about it.
The song's actually called Stop Sleeping, so make sure y'all gonna wake up. Young Sin, my big brother, he graduated from Brooks with me.
Okay.
He looked after me. MI, shout out to MI. Yeah, man. I'm trying to think of all of them. If I forgot you, please don't get mad, because kind of on the spot, but yeah. That's pretty much though.
So, what is the difference between Marley Era and the Preview 2.5?
Preview 2.5. Preview 2.5.
I downloaded it yesterday.
Hosted by DJ Hustlenomics.
He hosts nothing but he.
Yes.
Nothing.
Preview 2.5. I started the previews series as like Preview Volume 1, Preview Volume 2. Then I decided not to do 3, to do 2.5. And I had just got connected with Hustlenomics. He never heard who I was, but he heard Preview Volume 2. He was like, let's do it.
Right.
So, my thing for all the previews was always going off industry beats and show them how they should be worked up. Did it with Preview Volume 1. Preview Volume 2, I kind of slipped off it, but I still had the Vonnie Montana off Tony Montana beat. Bizzle's Revengers ended up making it to 2.5 too. So 2.5, house party rolling, fireworks, like it went to everywhere. I went a little bit everywhere just to show. I did the kind. We did that one just to show the difference. Like I can go to any style and make sure it's fire. Cause I love that mixtape.
I like it too. Yeah. I do. He did have the best 300 remix.
Who did?
V.O.N. So I understand you said you're going down south to expand. Like, where exactly are you going, and like, what are you planning to do?
I'm going to Jackson, Mississippi. I got accepted into Jackson State
Woo, college boy.
Off a half scholarship. So God was good. God was good enough to bless me down there. So I got to expand from down there. And I feel like it's going to be a different style. Like Chicago rappers, they may be all different, but they got that same swag. Yeah. Chicago kind of down south gonna kind of be like different. I feel like it'll be a good market.
They don't love you now.
They do. Shout out Stop Sleeping, DJ Hustlenomics. Shout out HDMG, Cavo, Cannon, Kenny, Tyon, all y'all. Stu at We Break Bread. We gonna make it do what it do. Gotta put it through Stu, so it'll be easy. Shout out my cousin Trayvon. God brother James. Eastside, gotta grow 95, double G 95, believe that, Peace Road. And Marley, May 1st.
Marley, May 1st. Okay, I got some shout outs of my own. Shout out to everybody that supports me. Special shout out to THE, Hustlenomics Empire. Shout out to Big Stu, who linked me with mine. And that's about it. You can follow me on Twitter at allhailthequeen, KWEEN. Check out the blog, allhailthequeenk.blogspot.com. And please, please, please download Marley Era, which drops May 1st.
May 1st, Marley.